Hi guys, so I'm coming to you with a quick hair review. So I've been meaning to get this out to you guys for about like 5 months, and it's time. I apologize by not having no makeup on my face. I'm in the process of recording another YouTube video, so I kind of wanted to do this because this is already on my head. So the company that I'm going to be doing this hair review on is from a company called the Nikki Nicole collection. If anybody has ever heard of her, she is or anybody's familiar with her, she is on Black Ink Chicago, and she has a hairline, sells Brazilian hair, she sells lace wigs, she sells lace frontals, closures, bundles, all that shebang. I have in 22, 20, and a 20-inch frontal. The texture is body wave. I was sent the bundles. I was sent the 3 bundles that are in my head, and I purchased the frontal. I'm going to start by giving some pros, and then we're going to get into the cons. First and foremost, my pro about the company is the customer service. She was super sweet. She gave me all the details I needed to give. She was always on it. Any question that I had, she was there with them. Like, it wasn't one of those, oh, I didn't hear from you till 2 weeks, 3 weeks later about an inquiry about more of my package is. It was, hey, what do you need? I got you. Let me send this information to you. I got pictures, proof. Like, she wasn't one of those sketchy type of people. So I really appreciate the wonderful customer service she gave. Her and Kendra Boutique to me, and I will say Ali Pearl from AliExpress are probably the 3 people that I've had the best customer service when it comes to ordering hair. Not everybody has the best customer service, especially companies that are big and companies that are on AliExpress, especially due to the language barrier. It can be a little bit hard to try to get the best customer service, but I will say those 3 are the best customer service I've had so far. I did make this into a wig. I bid all 3 bundles. I probably had like this much of the bundles left. This is my second time making this wig. The first time I made the mistake of making it a dome cap in the non-mesh kind, and unfortunately those don't work out for me too well. I like to work out. I like to do a lot in my wigs when I lay them down, so it wasn't as breathable for my hair, and so the wig started to stink, and the wig started to have like this type of smell, and the cap continued to stretch. And that is one thing I've noticed about dome caps, is that the caps don't necessarily fit my head, and I have a very small head, so I can't just do the everyday dome cap like everybody does. So I ended up putting this on a mesh dome cap, and so far it's done really well. It fits my head. I'm going to end up putting some wig clips in the back, just so that it is more secure. The hair this is in its natural state. I will say that this is the first time I've ever gotten some type of body wave hair that has still stayed body wave. Like I said, I've had this hair for almost 5 months, and the hair still has some type of like wave to it. Now, I remind you, I've had this hair in for about 5 days. It has rained, I have worked out, I have slept in it, so for it to still have some type of wave, a miracle. I've had stuffed this in a bag. Like, when I would say this hair has been through it, I flat ironed it, everything you can imagine, and it still waves back up when I wet it. I've had hair before from other companies to when I wet the hair, when I co-wash the hair, just is straight. It don't even wave, nothing. So this, to have some type of wave, is fantastic. The frontal was true to size. I think it's 13 by 6 or 14 by 6. I'm not too sure, but it's the normal size for a frontal. This is my first time wearing a frontal, so I'm gonna get into my story with the Frontal. Another pro, the hair is like a buttery. I can put my fingers through it, there's no problem. The biggest pro for me is it holds a curl. I purchased some hair from an AliExpress company not long ago, and my hair never held a curl. Never, 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 never. I would step out the house and it'd be boom, gone. This hair, on the other hand, it will last me a week. I'll sleep in it, sweat in it, get caught in the rain, and it will still hold a long curl super, super well. So this hair curls phenomenally. It straightens phenomenally. It gets super, super flat. This hair is legit. Every time my friends see me, they're all like, is that the same hair from the Nikki Nicole collection? I'm like, yeah, girl, this is it. Okay, so I'm going to get into the cons of the hair. Since this was my first time doing a frontal, I didn't really know what I was doing. So first con is my hair does shed a lot. And I don't necessarily put that on the hair itself. Normally when I make my wigs, I don't cut my wefts. I do the flip over. I do the flip over method all the way to the top and single, double at the bottom, single at the top. But this time I wanted to get my install as flat as possible, because I know when I do my wigs with the flip over method, I haven't perfected like keeping when I flip it over from it being bulky. So this time I was like, let me just cut it. And normally when I cut my wefts, I seal them. Well, I didn't seal them this time because I was being lazy, and I got this hair around my birthday and I was gonna go out and I wanted to be cute. So I was in a rush to make this wig. Like the minute I get hair, like I have to make it, and it has to be on my head. Like ain't no sitting around. It's going to be on my head. So it does shed. And then when I bleached the frontal, I bleached it twice. But just because I was experimenting, you know, I watch a lot of YouTube videos when it comes to do hair. So anytime I am doing something I don't necessarily know what I'm doing, I go watch YouTube first. And so my hair wasn't necessarily turning out how the girls in the YouTube videos was doing it. So I just wanted to see if my technique was working properly. When I bleached it twice, it didn't change anything. So I knew the hair was fine. And as you know, when you bleach any type of lace, closure frontal, that it does weaken the knots in the hair, which can cause it to shed. So I will say over the 5 months, like a lot of hair has come out not necessarily my frontal, but a good amount of hair has come out. And like I said, I cut the wefts, and anytime I'm the type that like I'm a DIY. Like if I see a track coming out or it's not where it's supposed to be, I'll just snip it. I shouldn't do it, but you know, I don't be having time, especially if I've already glued it to my head and a track decides it wants to come out. I'm cutting it. I'm not taking my wig off. I'm not doing all that. I'm just cutting it, and if it sheds, oh well, whoop-de-doo. Okay, another con about the hair, not necessarily the hair, but a lot of people I feel like need to be pre-warned about this. A lot of people, we're so used to getting instant gratification and having instant shipping, 2-day shipping, get your products, whatever. She does give a disclaimer on her website that it can take up to 14 days to get the hair. So what will end up happening, it has like 10-day, it can take up to 10 days to process, and then take up a week. I may be getting this wrong, but all I know is my full experience on getting the hair, it took 2 weeks for me to get my hair. Which she does have a disclaimer on her website that says, I quote, do not make an appointment until you've gotten your hair, because the hair is pre-ordered before the order is made for you. So she pre-orders the hair and then she ships it to you. So it's not one of those like it's in a warehouse and just pull it type of thing. She pre-orders the hair and then sends it to you. So she has to wait for the hair to get to her, which at the time I didn't really care. I definitely wanted to give it a try because her hair is bomb. Like if you go to her Instagram page, which I will link below, bomb. She's a wonderful hairstylist as well, and her hair is always late, so I definitely wanted to check her out. Let's see. So other than that, if you're very like, I need to have this tomorrow, this may not be the company for you. But if you're willing to wait and pay for good quality, I definitely say it's a go, because the hair is great. I can't even complain. The only big con for me, because I just bumped this hair up, I just said it's the best hair that I've had so far. The only downfall that I have with this hair is my frontal. So around February, I went to Atlanta and I had flat ironed my hair, and it was wonderful. I had been washing my hair with Garnier Sleek and Shine conditioner and shampoo, and I decided to switch shampoos to the Hello Hydration by, I can't remember, Garnier Fructis. I think that's it. I think they're owned by the same company. Whatever, y'all know what Hello Hydration is. Anyway, so my frontal began to be dry, and not the type of dry that you can throw some silicone mix and go. I tried the silicone mix, it did nothing. My frontal was almost like, you know, when you get a bad batch from AliExpress and the hair is just, the hair itself is not of a great quality. I can tell a difference between, there is a texture difference between the frontal and the bundles. It almost feels like my frontal is between a body wave and a deep wave. It does get a little bit on the frizzier side. This side in particular, when I don't use the right shampoo, when I tell you it gets matte and it's like a knot right here. Can't put my fingers in it. So I have to wash my hair, especially my frontal, and condition it with the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine. That is the best thing I can suggest to this. So when I do that, it's wonderful. It's bomb. I can put my fingers through it. My frontal is bomb. It's lit. Boom. So that would be my only downfall. Biggest downfall for me is a fixable downfall, but if you're not using the right products, it can be an irritated downfall. It can be something that can keep you from not buying the hair, but I still suggest, definitely recommend this 1000%. Like, my hair is still flawless. My hair is still, even with all the shedding, the matting, this, like, the pros outweigh the cons, okay? When I tell you my hair does exactly what it's supposed to do. When I want it curly, it stays curly. When I want it straight, it's bone straight. When I want it in its natural state, it's in its natural state. Everything. It does everything I want. So if you're wanting something that you don't have to, is very, very low maintenance, I don't suggest this hair. This hair to me is up there with like deep wave hair. So if you're not willing to put in the work for it, I don't suggest it. But if you want good quality bundles that actually wave up when they are wet, and not those processed AliExpress bundles that once you wet it, it straightens back out. Yeah, no. Get you some Nikki Nicole bundles. You're welcome. I know I'm gonna get these questions about what I lay my hair down with. When I first started wearing my frontal, I'm going to probably insert a picture somewhere of what my frontal looked like when I was plucking it and I laid it for the first time. It was atrocious. It was atrocious. I had this thick band of frontal across my forehead. It was wavy. I had like this much frontal before the hair started, and I thought it was cute, but I knew everybody could see it, so it was ugly. So I ended up snipping that all away, did a little bit more plucking, and I got this, which I think I did a pretty good job for my first frontal. I probably will end up ordering another frontal to replace this one. Not because the hair is bad, not because anything is wrong with the frontal, but mainly because when I was doing this frontal, I'm very sensitive to any type of like irritation. So the lace was sitting on top of my ear and it was scratching it, and it was causing like red bumps to come up on my ears. Not because I'm allergic, but because it was just irritated. And so, like I said before, I'm the type that I just hack. Like I don't, there's no like, oh, let me remove the wig and snip. Oh no. I took my jumbo scissors, I went shh, shh. And so now I'm gonna show y'all, because this is really embarrassing. There is like no lace right here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's like no lace right here. So I can't put my hair in a ponytail because you will see the wig cap. You see it. There's none of that. I can barely put my hair behind my ear because I cut that much lace off. And I also cut it too short, so now like it doesn't come all the way down on my ear like it should. So that is just me. So I probably will get another frontal, just so that I can, you know, really play with it, really know what I'm doing and have it perfected. But back to how I was laying my wigs. When I first was getting the wigs, I was laying it with Got to Be Glued. When I was first using Got to Be Glued, I did not like Got to Be Glued. It made my lace hard. It was itchy. I wasn't used to the lace. So I had heard a lot about bowl hold lace glue. I really wanted to try the white glue. Everywhere I went, nobody had any white glue. I was like, I'm looking for the white cream glue that dries clear. They all had that Walker's tape 30-second mess. I done tried it with cheap lace fronts. It's a no-no. It's a no-no. So I ended up hearing so many great things about bowl hold and seeing a lot of celebrity hairstylists use it. So I bought it. This is a disclaimer for those, because a lot of people, they don't tell you a lot of this anymore. I remember when I first was thinking about getting a lace frontal from my hairstylist, she told me, you know, you have to sign a contract or something to know what you're getting into, because a lace glue can cause irritations on the skin, and she's not liable for anything chemical reaction, burns, you know, breaking out that happens to your skin after you do it. You know the risk of you getting lace glue. She has a consultation and all that. So I kept that in the back of my mind, but I was still thinking, you know what, I'm fine. So I bought the bowl hold. I'm applying it. I get the hang of it. Everything is going. I started noticing that my scalp was really sensitive, and I really thought maybe I wasn't applying the frontal down properly. Maybe I was putting it too far on my hairline. I thought there was something I was doing wrong, and my hairline would be like day 2 or 3. My temples right here would be sore, almost to the point like somebody beat me up and bruised me. Like I feel like I had 2 big bruises on the side of my head, and it hurt so bad. And so I would take my frontal out, and I would have like welts on my scalp, and I thought maybe it's just because my scalp, like I'm getting hair caught in the frontal, and like when I sleep on it, it's rubbing back and forth and it's causing irritation. I didn't think anything too much of it. And so until like I decided to get on YouTube, and I was like, let me just see maybe if I'm the only one. And so I googled like allergic reaction to bowl hold, and come to find out people can be allergic to it. And the same thing was happening. People getting red welts in their hair, and it being really, really sensitive, and it feeling like you got beat up. So just a disclaimer for people, if you are feeling like certain lace glues are irritating your skin, and you're getting welts in your skin, and you feeling like you got beat up, it's not you. Get a different lace glue. Try something different. So I ended up trying Ghost Bond. I haven't had the same problem. So that just pretty much says to me that all these lace glues are not the same. So that means bowl hold and Ghost Bond are not the same. They're not the same type of lace glue, regardless if they're white or not. They're not the type, because I do not break out and I do not have any problems with the Ghost Bond. Recently I've started incorporating Got to Be Glued back into it. So I'll either mix Got to Be Glued, the excuse me, the one in the black tube, the clear gel, and I'll mix it with Gorilla Snot if I know I'm not gonna wear my wig for a long period of time and I just want to throw it on real quick and go. But if I know I'm gonna wear it for at least like a week or a minimum of like 3 days, what I did this time is I laid a layer of Got to Be Glued clear, because what problem I was really having with the Ghost Bond was I would lay the Ghost Bond down, and of course once you lay it down you really can't take it off. Like, it dries, it's really sticky, it's really tacky. It's not something you can just take like a piece of tissue and just wipe off. Like, oh no, it's sticky, it's tacky. So what I've been liking, I decided to try was lay down the clear gel, get a shape of where I want my lace frontal to lay, and then I go over with a thin layer of Ghost Bond, so that way I have a feel of where my hairline is supposed to be, so that way I don't get Ghost Bond everywhere and in my hairline, and also work as like a protectant. I'm sorry you guys, I live next to a train, so if you hear the train, that's that. I apologize about that, but it shouldn't be bumping no more. So pretty much I just let the gel get a little bit tacky, go over it with the Ghost Bond, and boom, it lays. Anytime that lace decides it wants to lift up, I just take, you know, my nails are long enough, so I just take a little bit of the gel and I'll put it right on the edge, and I will lay it back down. I tie my hair up at night and I work out and everything, and it is pretty good. I do put a little bit of face powder on my frontal to keep it looking a little bit natural, because like I said, since I bleached it, it doesn't turn that kind of translucent color that I was looking for. And then my knots didn't really get bleached. There's still a lot of black dots that are in my hair, unfortunately, and so that's how I covered them, so you don't see them. Other than that, that's really how I keep my hair down. And I don't like to put a lot of lace glue on my tabs because they always lift up, so I'll just use gel and I'll just slick it down, and as I'm doing my makeup or whatever I'm doing so it can dry, I let that dry. So yeah, that's pretty much it about this hair. Like I said, it's from a company called Nikki Nicole collection. Definitely check her out. I definitely recommend her. She's one of, honestly, my top hair vendors. I love her. Like, she's super sweet. Company bomb, hair bomb. I don't want my description of my frontal to discourage you, because it's a fixable thing. Like, I feel like you tell people, oh, my hair is matted, and people are like, oh my god, I don't wanna buy from them. But it's more of, is it a fixable problem? If you're putting product in it and nothing's happening, okay, then the hair is bad. But some hair products react differently to others, and my frontal works great with certain shampoo. So just make sure that, do a little trial and error. It may work for you. I also take in consideration the climate that you live in. I do know her company is based out of Chicago. I live in Alabama, where the humidity and weather changes drastically all the time. So it could be a weather thing. Like, people need to take in consideration hair reacts differently in different climates, in different environments. So you just gotta adjust your regimen according to where you live, the things that you do. If you like to work out and swim and all that type of stuff, you may have to do a different type of regimen to get your hair to perform the way it is. Just don't automatically write off a hair company because it's not super easy, because anybody who has this type of hair that grows out of their head, they go to different climates, they go to different things, they go and do different activities, their hair reacts differently. I feel like people just write off hair companies because it's not buttery smooth, they can't put a finger through it after they done hike, swam, and worked out and didn't comb their hair for a week, and all of a sudden, no, it's bad hair, I still can't put my fingers through it. Or you're out in the sun and it's hot and your hair done fried and frizzed, and all of a sudden you can't do nothing with it. It's like, look, you got to take in consideration what happens to your own hair. Treat it like it's your own hair. Things happen to your own hair. When you're natural, you go into different climates, you can't do certain things. Like, you go swimming, your hair is going to curl up. You sweat, your hair is going to shrink. Like, people don't like to take that into consideration, and I feel like you need to take that in consideration when you purchase hair and not automatically write them off or give a bad review because one product didn't work with the hair, or you've had a slightly bad experience, but it's fixable. So don't write her off because of that. But I did want to let you know about it because of course I can't just not say it and give a hair review. I gotta be 100% honest. But I definitely 100% suggest the hair. She was really sweet. It came in a bag. I don't have the bag anymore, but it came in one of those silk bags. It also came with a pen, and it came with something else. I can't remember. It came with like a card, a thank you card, and a discount code for whenever you use when you purchase from her again. So yes, I'm going to link all of her information in the description box, Instagram, all that. Definitely check her out. Let me show y'all what the hair looks like from the back. First of all, let y'all see like what this frontal looks like up close. It is not the best right now because I was trying this edge control, and y'all know how edge control likes to turn white. And I heard so many good things. This is the new edge control, the one that has all the smells in it, like Edge Factory. It still turns white, y'all, and my edges did not stay laid all day. So anybody got some good suggestions? I don't care for the got to be glue because it makes my hair hard. But let me turn around so y'all can see the hair. It's pretty long. It touches the top of my waist, hips, so it is pretty long. I can't decide, do I want to color this hair, because you know I'm all for it, but I need to buy some new hair soon. Y'all leave some good hair companies in the description box. I may reorder from her again. So yeah, let me know, you guys. Comments, if you have any questions, let me know in the description box. And I'm trying to get my channel back rolling, you guys. You're going to see me more often, y'all. You're gonna see me because I got another hair review coming for you guys, and it is a cheap beauty supply store hair review. So be on the lookout, because you know some of us can't afford the bundles. We got to take the cheap route, and that's okay. That's okay. And I'm sorry if you see me looking up, because I'm looking in the viewfinder, and I need to make sure that I'm still in view. You know, I need to make sure that like my head ain't, you know. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. I don't feel like a lot of people do that. Share your videos with your friends. Post me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Send it through messages. There is a share button below for you to let and notify other people about this bomb video about my hair, you guys. Let them know. Hit the share button. Send it. Put it on Facebook. You know, let them know. Hey, have you seen that channel Bossed Up Beauty and her hair review on her makeup tutorials? Let them know, sis. Let them know. Let them know. Because I'm not going nowhere, you guys. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for tuning in.